What's up, DIYers? So, how many of y'all have ever just like hit a situation where you got a punching bag, you got gloves, you got space, but the only thing you don't have is a place to hang the bag? Well, I'm gonna show you how to do it today. Whether you don't have space indoors or the missus won't allow you to put the bag in the garage, I'm gonna show you how to do a quick weekend project of putting the punching bag post up in your yard somewhere, like preferably under a shaded tree, but it's up to you. You decide. Building the punching bag post can be quick and easy, and you only need a few items. And most importantly, you can't forget about our PPE. So the first thing is to choose a location. I want mine under this shade tree. Next, we're gonna have to dig a hole. I dug down to a depth of 32 inches. Next, I measured about 32 inches on the board so I can spray paint it for protection while it's buried on the ground. After that, I measured a foot from the very top of the board, and this is where I begin my cross cut. This will be where the two 4x4s overlap. I chose this warped 4x4 because the weight I'm going to have in the end of it will eventually balance down. I put the same markings for a cross cut on it, so I'll be able to overlap the two. Here I turn the board sideways so I can measure down 2 inches so I can cut approximately 2 inches deep into the 4x4 for overlapping. And now I make my cuts. I didn't mention this in the original list, but a chisel was definitely needed for this project. I might have chiseled just a little bit too deep into this one, but it'd be alright. Now that I got the two 4x4s overlapping, it's time to nail them together. So for this support piece, I just got a 2x4, measured it from the top of the post to the bottom, and cut it at a 45-degree angle with both sides and nailed it in. Now it's time to put the eye bolt through the post. I lost my footage of me actually drilling the hole, but it'll be alright. As of right now, the post is complete and ready to put in the hole. Here I'm adding rocks for drainage purposes. And once all the rocks are good and packed down, now I can go ahead and set my post. So I was going to cut this part out, but I wanted to show you guys that not every project goes as planned. I tried to cut corners, and here I reap the consequences for it. In this case, I stuffed the post down with some previously broken concrete blocks and just kind of balanced it that way, and then I poured the concrete in there dry, and I poured water on top of it thinking that it can set that way. As you see, I'm stabbing a stick down there so I can like get it to push all the way down the bottom, and then I poured water on it. And then here's the worst part of it all. I freaking covered everything up with dirt because I was just that confident that it was gonna sit right. Alright, it's morning time. I let the concrete sit overnight. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I got a little overzealous. I only use half a bag of concrete, but I should use the whole bag of concrete. It's a little loose. Well, more than a little loose. So maybe next time I don't skip on it and I use the entire bag, but it's no big deal. I'll just dig it back up and add more. As I could tell, but this stuff didn't cure like it was supposed to. I didn't mix it well enough. I didn't mix it well at all, because I just kind of threw it in the hole. So now that I'm down around the hardened part right here, I'm gonna get a little bit lower, and then I'm actually gonna properly mix this stuff in a bucket and pour it in. Then we'll check on it later. That's where the concrete sank down and hard down at the bottom instead of around it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it properly this time. Okay, let that be a lesson. Don't cut corners. If you're gonna do something, do it right, right? In a way though, I'm glad that we messed up like this, because you know, doing these kind of projects, mistakes happen, and you don't want to get the illusion that, you know, everything's gonna work 100% of the time. I'm no expert by no means whatsoever. I am just a DIYer. I like to do stuff in the house that I think I could do, and through these kind of mistakes I learn. So this way I'm learning. Don't skip on the simple steps. You know, don't try to take the easy way out. Mix your concrete, and it'll be much more rewarding in the end, because your product will be a quality result, and you've grown from doing it the correct way. Now I did move that post around a good bit, so I need to go get my level and check it and see if it's still level. Alright, so now that everything's leveled back out, the concrete's correctly poured, just gotta be patient. Here I'm just covering my work because you see there's a cat that likes to walk around the yard sometimes.
It is time.
Wasn't that bad, it's just a 70-pound bag, but I tripped on that stool. So, without any further ado, let's give it a shot.
Round one, fight! Finish him!
Combo! So as you saw, the top did a whole lot of wobbling. The bottom stayed true. I did wobble the dirt out a little bit. You know, that should be expected from all that twisting. But all in all, I think it'll hold up for a good bit. And this is just a 70-pound bag. I don't plan to be like, you know, Muay Thai kicking it or nothing. You know, even though it held up pretty good at that, right? I'm happy with how this turned out. The only thing different I would do is I put some posts to the sides to kind of help stabilize it, but all the weight was twisting up here instead of down there, so there's nothing much I can really do. The bottom part is pretty solid, so what more can I ask for? And it's pressure treated wood, so this is stand the test of time, really. So if you like DIY projects like this and more, consider giving me a like, follow, subscribe. I don't care what platform, do whatever you feel like. But yeah, I do this pretty often. I guess just kind of do random projects, and I film it just because, you know, I figure it'd be educational for people. So yeah, if you like what you see, go ahead, just hit the notification button, and I'll see you in the next one.